Welcome back to Shin's Kitchen. Today I will be making this brown stew cowtail recipe, Jamaican style. Follow me. Right here I have my cowtail that has been washed and cleaned. I'll add 3 teaspoons of my all-purpose seasoning. You can find the link in the description box below or the list of ingredients. Additionally, I will be adding some onion powder because I like the flavor of onion powder. So I'll add 1 teaspoon. I'll add some black pepper and of course some salt. The list of ingredients will be in the description box. So I'll be adding some pimento berries. Pimento berries are also called allspice. So I will crush it and add it to my meat. Next, I'll add some dry thyme. Of course, dry thyme, I like the flavor it gives to the food. I'll be adding my green seasoning. You can check the link below. My green seasoning has different herbs and spices mixed together or blended together. Of course, I need to add some freshly cut garlic, fresh thyme, ginger, onion, and scotch bonnet pepper. Next, I will add some browning. You know, Jamaicans, we like color to our meat, so we have to add some browning, and this is just for color. I will add 1 knorr chicken cube. I do not have any beef cubes, so I will use this instead. I didn't add a lot of salt earlier because this is also salty. I will go ahead and rub everything together. Make sure to mix and rub. Make sure every single inch of your meat is covered. And once everything is rubbed in and looking good, you can cover your meat and leave it to rest overnight so that it sucks up all of that good seasoning. If you're pressed for time, maybe 5 hours will do. I am pressed for time, so I only let it rest for 5 hours. So you need to brown your meat. So I add just a little oil to my pot because you know cowtail has a lot of fat. Once the oil is hot, I will add my cowtail. So I'm going in one by one to make sure that every inch of this pot is covered. So the browning process will help to give your meat color and also, most importantly, to seal all of the flavor inside the meat. Let me know, do you eat cowtail where you're from? Is this a common dish served in your country? So once I add all of my cowtail to the pot, I'm going to cover it. I want it to produce its own liquid. After 3 minutes, I will open my pot and stir everything around because I want every single piece of meat to touch the bottom of the pot. My meat wasn't producing a lot of liquid, so I will add just a little bit of water just to get everything going, and this is warm water. After an additional 5 minutes, I will mix everything together again. And at this point, I think everything is looking well, looking good, and smelling great. I'll add the remainder of my seasoning. So just add the remainder of your seasoning. Use some warm water to rinse out your bowl and ensure that all of that flavor, all of that seasoning is added to your meat. So once everything is bubbling and ready, I added just a bit more water, just enough to cook my meat. I am going to pressure this. So I will remove it from this pot and add it to my pressure cooker and let it pressure for around 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, my meat was fully cooked. However, there is a lot of oil on top because cowtail is pretty fatty. So use a spoon to get rid of some of that oil. I'm back to the stove. Next, I will add some onions, carrots, bell peppers, and I'll go ahead and mix all of that together. And of course, you know, I've told you before, the Jamaican secret ingredient, which is ketchup. So I will add a small amount of ketchup to my pot just to increase that flavor. And this is the most important part. You need to taste and adjust your seasoning. So for me, everything was perfect. So I went ahead and added my potatoes and I let this cook for an additional 10 minutes or until my potatoes were tender. After that, we were all done. Everything was looking so great. Everything tastes so wonderful. So if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.